Planning a trip to South Korea? This is the only video you need. From iconic palaces and neon lit streets to hidden travel hacks and the most mouth-watering food you'll ever eat, we've packed everything into one ultimate guide. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel guides every week. Imagine standing in front of a 600-year-old palace in the morning, eating the most incredible street food at lunch, exploring a futuristic K-pop shopping district in the afternoon, and finishing your night with a rooftop view of a glittering skyline. That is a Tuesday in South Korea. South Korea has completely blown up as a travel destination, and honestly, it deserves every bit of the hype. Whether you're a first-timer or coming back for round two, this video is going to be your complete guide. We're covering the best attractions, insider tips and tricks nobody tells you before you go, and my personal favorite, all the food you absolutely cannot leave without trying. Let's get into it. Alright, South Korea is a country where ancient history and hyper-modern culture literally exist side by side. And nowhere is that more obvious than in Seoul. First stop, and I cannot stress this enough, Gyeongbokgung Palace. Built in 1395 during the Joseon dynasty, this place is massive, stunning, and completely free to enter if you show up wearing a hanbok, the traditional Korean dress you can rent right outside the gates for about 10,000 won. Pro tip, get there at 10 a.m. sharp for the Royal Guard changing ceremony at the main gate. It's a full performance, drums, costumes, the works, totally free and genuinely impressive. A 10-minute walk from the palace and you're in Bukchon Hanok Village, a neighborhood full of traditional Korean houses called Hanok. The alleyways are narrow, photogenic, and feel like stepping back 500 years. Best visited early morning before the crowds hit, we're talking 7 or 8 a.m. The locals actually live here, so please keep your voices down and don't peer into windows. Respect the neighborhood and it'll give you incredible photos in return. When the sun goes down, head straight to Myeongdong. This is Seoul's shopping and street food mecca. Think K-beauty stores every 3 steps, and food carts absolutely everywhere. We'll talk more about the food in section 3, but just know budget at least 2 hours here and come hungry. If you can extend your trip even by 2 or 3 days, Jeju Island is non-negotiable. It's a volcanic island off the southern coast with UNESCO-listed natural wonders. The highlight? Gyeongsan Ilchulbong, a crater peak where you can watch the sunrise above the clouds. You'll need to wake up at 4 a.m. and hike about 20 minutes. Worth every second. South Korea's second city, Busan, deserves its own trip, but we'll give it its highlights. Gamcheon Culture Village, basically the Korean version of a rainbow hillside neighborhood, is a photographer's paradise. Then swing by Jigalchi Fish Market and Hyundai Beach, one of the best urban beaches in all of Asia. Now you've got your must-see list. But knowing where to go is only half the battle. Let's talk about how to travel South Korea like an absolute pro.
The very first thing you do when you land, before you even leave Incheon Airport, is grab a T-Money card. It is a rechargeable transit card that works on every subway, bus, and even taxis in most cities in Korea. You can top it up at any convenience store like CU, GS25, or 7-Eleven. Skip the single-use paper tickets entirely, because they are slower and slightly more expensive. Tip number 2. Download Naver Maps, not Google Maps. Phone showing Naver Maps navigation in Korean City. This one surprises most first-timers. Google Maps works okay in Korea, but it doesn't have real-time transit updates, and directions inside subway stations are terrible. Korean locals use Naver Maps, and it's available in English. Download it before you fly. It'll show you exactly which subway exit to take. And trust me, some of those Seoul stations have 30 exits. Tip number 3. Pocket Wi-Fi versus SIM card. You have 2 great options for staying connected. Pocket Wi-Fi rentals from the airport work for groups, since multiple people can share one device. But if you're solo or just want simplicity, grab a Korean data SIM card. You can pre-order online before you arrive. Either way, connectivity is cheap and fast. Korea has some of the fastest internet speeds in the world. Tip number 4. Cash is still king in some places. Traditional market stalls, street food vendors, small local restaurants. Korea is largely a cashless society, but not everywhere. Traditional markets, some street food stalls, and smaller local restaurants still prefer cash. Keep about 30,000 to 50,000 won on you at all times. ATMs at 7-Eleven and KB Bank are the most reliable for foreign cards. Tip number 5. Learn these 5 Korean phrases. You don't need to speak Korean, but locals will love you for trying these. 안녕하세요. Hello. 감사합니다. Thank you. 주세요. Please give me. I'll have this. 얼마요? How much is this? 화장실 어디 있어요? Where's the bathroom? That last one alone will save you multiple times a day. Tip number 6. Respect the unspoken rules. Quiet subway car, people not talking on phones, priority seats. A few cultural things to keep in mind. Korean subway cars are quiet. No phone calls, keep your voice low. Priority seats near the doors are reserved for elderly and pregnant passengers. Don't sit in them even if the train is empty. And when entering temples or traditional homes, always remove your shoes. Tip number 7. Best time to visit. Cherry blossoms in spring, autumn foliage at temples. The best times to visit are spring, April to May for cherry blossoms, especially along the Han River and in Gyeongju, and autumn, September to November for jaw-dropping foliage and clear skies. Summer is hot, humid, and includes monsoon season. Winter is cold but magical if you want to see palaces dusted in snow. Okay, now for the part you've all been waiting for, the food. Because honestly, Korean food might be the single best reason to book this trip. Section 3. What to eat in South Korea. Korean cuisine is bold, fermented, spicy, savory, sweet, sometimes all at once. And the variety is absolutely staggering. Sizzling pork belly on grill, wrapping in lettuce with garlic, dipping sauces. Let's start with the icon, Korean barbecue. You sit at a table with a built-in grill and cook your own meat. Order samgyeopsal, thick-cut pork belly, or galbi, marinated short ribs. Wrap it in a perilla leaf with a slice of garlic, a dab of doenjang paste, and maybe a piece of kimchi. One bite and you'll understand why people fly to Korea just for this. For the best experience, go to a dedicated KBBQ restaurant rather than a chain. Look for smoke-stained walls and packed local crowds. That's always a good sign. Dish number 2. Tteokbokki, spicy rice cakes. Street vendor ladling tteokbokki into paper cups, steaming sauce. Tteokbokki is the ultimate Korean street food. Chewy cylindrical rice cakes in a fiery red sauce made from gochujang, Korean chili paste. You'll find it everywhere, especially in Myeongdong and Gwangjang Market. It's cheap, usually around 3,000 to 5,000 won, and absolutely addictive. Fair warning, it's genuinely spicy. Have something cold ready. Dish number 3. Bibimbap. Stone bowl arriving at table, mixing colorful toppings together, yolk breaking. Bibimbap translates literally to mixed rice, and it's one of Korea's most iconic dishes. A bowl of steamed rice topped with seasoned vegetables, a fried egg, gochujang, and usually beef. Get it in a dorsot, a sizzling stone bowl, so the bottom layer of rice gets crispy. The city of Jeonju is considered the birthplace of bibimbap. If you're heading there, don't skip it.
Instant ramyeon cooked in a convenience store is a legitimate cultural experience in Korea. Grab a cup, add boiling water from the machine, sit at the little plastic counter, and eat like a local. For something more elevated, try kalguksu, hand-cut wheat noodles in a clear broth. It is often served with clams or seafood. Simple, soul-warming, perfect. Ramyeon and kalguksu, boiling ramyeon in convenience store cup, kalguksu noodle soup. Instant ramyeon cooked in a convenience store is a legitimate cultural experience in Korea. Grab a cup, add boiling water from the machine, sit at the little plastic counter, and eat like a local. For something more elevated, try kalguksu, hand-cut wheat noodles in a clear broth, often served with clams or seafood. Simple, soul-warming, perfect. Mandu Korean dumplings, steamed dumplings at Gwangjang Market. Pan-fried crispy mandu are Korean dumplings, steamed, pan-fried, or in soup. Head to Gwangjang Market in Seoul for some of the best you'll find anywhere. The market itself is one of Korea's oldest traditional markets and is a food lover's paradise. Mandu, bindaetuk, mung bean pancakes, and more. Korean fried chicken and street snacks. Double fried chicken with beer, hot dog pancake on street, bingsu dessert. You haven't lived until you've had Korean fried chicken, double fried so it's impossibly crispy, then tossed in soy garlic or spicy sweet sauce. Pair it with a cold beer at a Chi Mek chicken plus Maekju restaurant. Huge culture here. For dessert, or honestly anytime, grab a hot tuk from a street cart. It's a warm pancake filled with brown sugar, cinnamon, and crushed nuts. And in summer, try bingsu, shaved ice with red beans, condensed milk, and toppings. Best thing on a hot day. So that is your complete South Korea travel guide. Top attractions, the tips that'll actually make your trip go smoothly, and enough food to keep you eating your way through every city. South Korea is one of those places that doesn't just meet your expectations, it completely rewrites them. The people are kind, the food is extraordinary, the history is layered and fascinating, and the city's buzz with this incredible energy I haven't felt anywhere else. If this video helped you, smash that like button. It genuinely helps more travelers find this content. And if you're planning a trip and have questions, drop them in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe if you want more deep dive travel guides just like this. And until next time, annyeong.